Hello, I am Bentham and welcome back to Rodina, where we don't have a transmission this time actually, so let's get straight on with a bit of flying. We're currently perched in this this small gap in a rock here. Interesting landing, but we'll leave that just fine. At least we're the right way up. That's always a good thing. We'll change up to cruising speed and shoot off into the sky, see if we can spot another debris field. And also potentially some enemies. There's one missile ship over there. Anything else around? There's another enemy ship. Lots of them around. I think what happens is that while you're on the surface of the planet, like, all vaguely nearby ships slowly approach you. And so if you do stay in one place too long, you will sort of get beset by everything on the planet, potentially. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but they do constantly visit all the different debris fields. So if you do stay at one of those, you definitely end up with random parties of alien fighters coming across you and attempting to take you out. Sometimes while you're not on board the ship, which is always dangerous, because they can just blow it up while you're not there. You're a sitting duck. Still nothing. Still nothing. It's crazy. It's almost like the planet's more curved while you're on it than otherwise. It's a bit weird. Still nothing. Maybe there are just less points than I think there are. Let's have a bit more of a fly up. There we go. Out into space. We can get a proper view of the place. There we go. So that's the point we were just at. Where's the other point? There it is. We travelled further than I thought. Let me... Hold on. Let's get a proper bit of distance from the place. Just a little bit of liminal. Just charge it up but don't actually use it. Like, activating liminal but not allowing it to fully set off does give you more of a boost than you get with the cruising speed. There's a nice collection of points just over there. So I think we'll try and get all three of those. Also, cool thing that you can, well, I say cool thing that you can do. I mean, it's using things you already know, but you can actually sort of just pick a spot and then liminal into it. Just full pelt. Smash into the atmosphere, quickly slow down before you explode, and it's a pretty quick way to get down to the surface. In fact, if you can even use cruising speed to just, like, stay on the very edge of what is safe, like so. And again, we can just wander off. We can examine the archives, which I actually think does pause the game. And this shows all the different data sticks you've unlocked, by the way, so you can, I think, read through them again. Yep. Which is always nice. You can check back and look at the alien transmissions and such. Apparently some of them have been decoded. They're not actually proper sort of encrypted things. But it does take a little bit of work to decode them. And I'm not telling you how, so you can still have a bit of fun with that if you so desire. And you get a little bit of a window into the life of the aliens that live in the Zorka system. Well, I assume that's where the transmissions are from. It never actually explicitly says it, but you can generally guess that. Or maybe there's another race out there or something. Right, let's slow down before we hit the ground at Mach 7 T. And there is a point over there. Are there any more around? Are we directly above one? Apparently not. Yeah, I think it's just that one that is in range. All the other ones are now beyond the horizon. Again, the sheer scale of this is just stupid. Over we go. We'll do a little bit more fancy flying. Let's go through these mountains to the left here. That's always fun. It'll only be like 5 minutes of travel this time, but we can have a bit of a mess around and potential death can happen. See if we can get below like 100 meters from the surface or something at some point. Thing is, I can't like look at the altimeter long enough to find out how close I am because I'll die. So I'd have to watch out for that. You'll have to keep a track of it. Steady. Whoop. Yeah, you get a bit of drift. It's quite hard to change direction sometimes. That's usually what kills me when doing this. I'll turn a corner that's a bit too sharp for me, and I'll just keep going and crash and die. Here we are. It's just across these. I was gonna say plains, and like, to me that implies flatness, and this isn't flat in any way, shape, or form. And stop. Oh, perfect. Straight over the top of it. I could probably drift straight into the ground and not even take damage, but we will be a little bit more stable than that. Easy does it. Nice and simple. Stay away from the massive pit next to the debris. Oh, unless we fall into it, we might fall into it. Yeah, we're okay. The one thing that I was like, let's not hit that, and I hit it. I hit it. Anyway, let's go see what we get. I really need to do more with this room. It's too empty at the moment. I should put some chairs in it or something. Nice seating area. This could be the mess hall. Never thought of that. That'll be perfect for it. This is going to be the mess hall. It's going to also be the observation room. I will redesign that at some point between future episodes. Here we are to the engineering corridor. And out we go. Oh yeah, I forgot we were on a bit of a tilt. Yeah, it's a good job this stuff has really good gravity generators in there or whatever. Gravity plating, sci-fi terms. Another data stick over here. Xenos, fact or fiction. And then we have another decryption key. At some point we'll stop finding these on the surface of this planet and then we have to move on to the next one to keep getting them. And I think you can actually just sort of carry on ahead and do what the Rodina tells you to. And just, like, capture all the planets. But I think you still end up finding decryption keys if you go to the next ones along. It's just that you have to go to the next ones along to get beyond certain points of the story. But I think that is everything there was to grab. So let's hop back inside our extremely lopsided ship. Steady, steady. And we're in. Piece of cake. And straight through. Doesn't have to pressurize as well, which is nice, because we're in atmosphere. Oop. Doesn't work half the time, annoyingly. Also, I need to fit blasters, because when I originally, like, set up this ship, blasters didn't exist, so there was no, like, I couldn't put any wall-mounted ones in. Now that they are needed, I should probably put some around in case I get boarded or something. I don't think boarding can happen yet, but you do have some blaster-based combat. I probably shouldn't have spoiled that thing about it, but it's happened now. Let's have a look at our latest communication. Using this radio this time, for random reasons. It's just the first one I looked at. And yeah, there's 12 in total. Decrypting, segment found, parsing segment done, don't move over contents. Privacy certificates found. Transmissions may contain sensitive or protected materials, and unauthorized use may incur civil or criminal penalties. Are you sure you want to circumvent encryption? Yes. Incoming transmission. Private. Rodina. What are you up to, Valentina? I can see you, you know. You can shut down a ship's comm arrays, but you can't silence the IFF. Why are you gathering survivors that close to the asteroid belt? I thought I was clear before. Your mission, your only mission, is retrieval of the Vanguard core. It's in the other direction. Do you really want to test me? Do you think we didn't build in safeguards? I'm light years away, but I can still reach out and touch you. Convince me why I shouldn't. Master Stanislav Litvin. I can actually do that one fairly well, unless I'm getting it completely wrong. Incoming transmission, Private. Vanguard Battle Group Redemption. Okay. I guess they've given themselves a name. I assume you mean all these references to Squasation Override we found buried in the transport layer of our comm panels. Cute name. How exactly do you plan to activate it with our tactical comms in full shutdown? I have 3 software engineers that survived the attack, and they're all working on flashing the nav firmware as we speak. IFFs are next. I even picked up a bosonic specialist a few hours ago. You keep telling me about your stick, but I don't hear any carrot yet. We're close to extinction here. Give me something I can use. Val. I hope they keep calling her Val, because I can't do her surname at all. Rodina. Crew transmission header. So you're a battle group now. Funny, looks more like 2 shuttle transports, 3 very light SSA gunships, and a command module that's mostly duct tape and carbon wire. I've met with the Council 15 times in the past 24 hours. Do you want to know what they think? They think you're a little girl playing at commander. They wrote all of you off the moment the Vanguard was lost. They've already moved on to figuring out how to manufacture bigger weapons for Rodina. I'm the only one even bothering with you. How's that for a carrot? I care about you only to the extent that you can help me, and all I'm doing... Wait, I care about you only... Yeah, that is what he said. Okay, fair enough. And all I'm doing right now is thinking up bigger and bigger sticks to use. Do you know how I got where I am? I sat in the party meetings on foredeck, nodded at the bigwigs, and told them what they wanted to hear. Then I went down to the town hall meetings in the aft deck. I talked to the common man, and I convinced him to tear down those bigwigs and put me up instead. That's what I'm good at. Persuasion. You can stop your little band of survivors from responding to me, but I can still broadcast at them. What do you think the odds are I can convince at least one of them that you're leading them to their death? All I need is one. If that doesn't work, I'll keep brainstorming new sticks until I find one that works. Or we can get on the same team. Tell me what you're doing, and tell me what you want. You need me more than I need you. Stanislaus Litvin. Well, that was refreshing. Do you feel better now? If you didn't need me, why are you still talking? I think you do need me. I think you're terrified of an enemy force cracking that core. What's on it? Encryption keys? Tech blueprints? Something else with your fingerprints on it? How badly did you guys screw up? If you're watching, you can see that the Xenos are scooping up survivors left and right. I'm going to rescue them. There's a Xeno-light capital ship close to Velez. I'm going to draw away its fighter cover and then we're boarding it. I'm getting my people back. What I want is for you to stop posturing and start giving me real-time signal intel on that ship. Val. Well, that is interesting. You realize that whoever you send to draw off the fighter cover isn't coming back, right? And save your selfless leader rhetoric. You and I both know that the kidnapped life pods aren't on that ship. You're going after it because it's fast enough to run and small enough to hide. You're not rescuing anyone. You're saving yourself. I'll get you the signal intel, but you're not running anywhere with that ship. You're going to use it to help me get the core. Do you really think you can take it with light gunships and untrained colonists? I'm not mocking you. That's a serious question. I don't have a military background. He probably is mocking them. Well, none of us do. I have 40 or 50 highly motivated humans here and some pretty good pilots. We have thousands of years of evolution behind us, apex predators and all that. How good can a bunch of Xenos really be? You and I both know that the kidnapped life pods aren't on that ship. Congrats, you now have a tiny nubbin of a stick to use. We'll talk about the core once I command that Xeno ship. Start working on my carrot. A nubbin's all I need, Val. I'll be in touch with intel for you in a few hours. Stanislaus Litvin. So yeah, somewhat frosty relations there. But they do seem to be cooperating a bit. That's nice. Admittedly, it's all for their own ends. And hopefully Val manages to recover that ship. Thing is, I don't know, like, when these transmissions are made. This could be years ago. Or it could be now. It's quite hard to tell. Then it must have been around for a while because it's being sort of unearthed and sent to me by some unknown party. Perhaps this Adeneva. But anyway, let's get ourselves... Oh, okay, that didn't go quite to plan. I was like, yeah, let's get ourselves out of this ditch and be off. And then this happened. Hold on, wait. There we go, and there we go. Rolled out of it. Everything's fine. Up to cruising speed, and now we need to find the next spot. There are two that are both really near to here, but apparently I do have to go quite high up to see them. Meanwhile, we do have a couple of enemies around. Emerging over the horizon. Oh, look, are we on the equator map? That actually wouldn't matter. Like, pretty much anywhere we are on this this planet, we'd see a pretty straight line of asteroids and so on. Actually, they're weirdly straight. I guess it's just because I'm so far away from them, it just all sort of becomes lined up. Right, can we see now? We're 100 kilometers up. Nope. Can't see it. We're going to have to go out of the atmosphere in order to be able to actually spot these things. Are there any aliens around? Nearby in the sky above me, perhaps? Doesn't look like it. They're all quite far off, which is nice. 150 kilometers. Can we see anything now? Oh, is there... There we go. We've got one emerging over the horizon, so we don't have to do re-entry to get over to it. It's quite a trek, though. In fact, I think for this one we'll have to go out of the atmosphere anyway, just to get any decent speed going. There we are. As soon as you get above like 190 kilometers, you start blasting along quite rapidly. Also, in order to get down to the planet quicker, a good tactic is to go straight down while re-entering. So if we just bring ourselves to a stop right about here, and then go straight down, and then we just need to keep an eye on our speed forward and backwards. Oh, a little bit fast. There we go, right on the edge. We will start burning in a minute, but it's always fun to have a bit of fire to mess around with while we're on our re-entry. It could result in horrible death, admittedly. I mean, ultimately, you really don't want it to be on fire, but I can show you it, and I can demonstrate my my fire put-outing prowess, perhaps, or not. Oh crap, there is a fire. Okay, right. Stop re-entering. Deal with the fire. Where the hell is it? Okay, it's not on the front of the ship. Is it in here? No. Where is the fire? Is it... Oh, here it is. Found it. Is it in here? Yeah, it's in here. I do have to watch out because we are continuing to drop towards the surface. Also, while the ship is on fire, it does lose health, so we have to watch out for it just sort of dying. We have to stop the fire before it gets to that point. What's our altitude? Still fine. We're actually going up, surprisingly. How's it in here? Oh, this is on fire. This is very on fire. I've run out of my extinguisher. Get back here. This is going to set the rooms on fire again, isn't it? Everyone's quarters. What's our altitude? Still stable. Over 100 kilometers. Ow. Healing takes a very long time, so standing in the fire can be very, very bad. Okay, this is getting more out of control than I was hoping for. This is... Ow. Need another extinguisher. We might actually lose the ship and have to restart from the last autosave. Luckily, the game autosaves pretty much non-stop. Oh god, this is all on fire too. What have I done? I was just trying to show off the fire, and it went so badly wrong. I need to go back here. I shouldn't be dealing with the fire over here. I need to be dealing with it over here instead. I need to corner it, essentially, but yeah, I think we're too late. I'm nearly dead as well. Yeah, the ship is about to die. Another extinguisher. This is why I filled the ring with them. I need all of them. Yep, the ship's dead. I can still put out the fire. Oh, we're also about to hit the ground. Right about. There we go. Wasn't paying attention to that. I was hoping I could jump out before that happened, but it didn't work. See, when that happens, all you need to do is click and you'll return at the point where you messed it. Oh, it's the fire! It's still the fire! Maybe we can do a better job of it this time. Okay, it's not round this way. So apparently auto-saved when the ship's set on fire. Luckily, there are many autosaves, so I can go back and load an earlier one if I can't do this on the second take. Bathroom's on fire. Impressive, really. It's all tiled. What can even burn in here? Ow. Background here. We got to push it back to the back of the ship. Apparently we didn't... The altitude isn't so good this time. We were deposited onto the bridge without the quick bit of deceleration we did. Need another extinguisher. Come on. I feel like I'm doing better this time. Is this on fire? Yes! Okay, maybe not. I may have killed myself again. There we go. Get the last corner of here. Right, now I think what I need to do is get round to this side. Grab a new extinguisher while we're here. And start working at it from this end. Also not dying, because that'll just ruin the whole thing if I end up just blowing up. Oh, we hit the ground. Yeah, so sometimes fire can ruin you. If it turns out too bad and you can't deal with it quick enough, you have to reload an earlier save. I'm going to give it one more shot. I feel like I can maybe... Right, first of... Oh, there is one other way, I forgot. Hold on. Let's get out of the atmosphere. I can't believe I forgot this method. It's my favourite method in other games for dealing with this sort of problem. Come on, I need to go quicker here. The fire is spreading. Why am I flying so slow? It might be the fire, thinking about it. That would probably make a fair bit of sense. Okay, we are in the void of space. Open all doors. And I'll just hide in my void room. Nice and safe. Oh, also, we're probably travelling at relativistic speeds right now, so I shouldn't really be messing with the air supply. And there we go, there's the fire dealt with. I'd forgotten you could even do that, but yeah, you sometimes just have to go for the open all doors option, as is my favourite method of dealing with it in FTL. There we go, everything's under control once again. And that is why you should be careful about it. Oh wow, while we were sorting this out, a lot of aliens turned up. I guess we could go say hi, but perhaps we should wait until the next episode for that. So with that, I shall say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.